A landscape where the ground beneath your feet is not solid, but a shifting, ancient sea of salt. Welcome to eastern Utah, a place where the Colorado River carves through the heart of a red desert. This is Arches National Park. It is home to more than 2,000 natural sandstone arches, the highest concentration of these structures on our planet. Why did nature choose this specific spot to create such impossible beauty? Is it a masterpiece of design or a beautiful accident of chaos? Before we dive into the secrets of the stone, hit that subscribe button and join us as we explore the edges of the world. Are you ready to see what 300 million years of patience looks like? This desert is not just scenery, it is a living, breathing museum of geology. The park was established to protect these fragile masterpieces, from towering spires to gravity-defying balanced rocks. It serves as a reminder that the world was here long before us, and it will remain long after we are gone. We walk through these natural windows to catch a glimpse of eternity. But what is the price of preserving such a majestic setting? How do we protect a landscape that is slowly destroying itself? These are the questions that haunt the red rocks of Utah. To understand arches, we must look beneath the surface. 300 million years ago, this land was covered by an ancient sea. As the water evaporated, it left behind a massive salt bed known as the Paradox Basin. This salt is the secret architect of everything you see today. Over time, layers of sediment settled on top of it. These layers became the Entrada sandstone and the Navajo sandstone we admire today. But salt is not like other rocks. Under the weight of the earth, it flows like a slow, heavy liquid. As the salt shifted and pushed upward, it didn't just move. It fractured the very foundation of the world. This movement created faults, like the famous Moab Fault. You can see the dramatic vertical displacements where the earth simply gave way. The ground was pushed, pulled, and broken into a rugged terrain. This was the birth of the fins, the long, thin walls of rock that stand like the ribs of a giant. Have you ever felt the earth move beneath you and wondered what was happening miles below? The birth of an arch is a story of slow, calculated sculpture. It begins with those vertical sandstone fins. Rain falls, and it mixes with carbon dioxide in the atmosphere to form a weak carbonic acid. This acid doesn't destroy the rock instantly. It slowly dissolves the minerals that bind the sand together. It is a chemical war fought over millennia. Water seeps into the cracks, freezes, and expands, prying the rock apart. The wind acts as the cleanup crew, carrying away the debris of a crumbling empire. Gravity does the rest, pulling down the weakened sections to reveal a hole. Over thousands of years, these openings widen and smooth out. They become the arches that define the horizon. But there is a dark side to this beauty. Every arch you see is in a state of terminal collapse. Some endure for centuries, while others vanish in a single night. It is a continuous, brutal cycle of destruction and creation. In this land of stone, there is a hidden life force. It is the biological soil crust. This thin, dark layer is made of cyanobacteria, mosses, and lichens. It is the glue that holds the desert together. Without it, the sand would simply blow away. This crust takes decades to grow, yet it is incredibly fragile. A single, careless footprint can destroy a century of growth in a heartbeat. It is a sobering thought. Our presence here is a paradox. We come to admire the strength of the rock, yet we are the greatest threat to its survival. More than 1 million people visit this park every year. They come to see the iconic delicate arch, a symbol of Utah's wild beauty. But with every visitor, the challenge of preservation grows. How do we balance our desire to see the world with our duty to protect it? The Park Service struggles to keep the balance. They ask us to stay on the trails and respect the silence. In a world that is always moving, can you find the discipline to leave no trace? The desert is often seen as a wasteland, but that is a lie. This harsh environment supports a surprising and vibrant biodiversity. Creatures here have mastered the art of survival. The kangaroo rat never needs to drink a drop of water in its entire life. Desert bighorn sheep navigate cliffs that would terrify a mountain climber. Peregrine falcons scream across the sky at speeds that defy logic. These animals don't just live here, they thrive in a place that wants them dead. The reptiles and foxes roam the landscape under the cover of heat and shadow. Even the cougar, the silent ghost of the desert, finds a home among the rocks. The plants are just as resilient. Yucca plants send roots deep into the sand to find hidden moisture. Pinyon pines and prickly pear cacti have adapted to survive extreme temperatures. They remind us that life is persistent. If life can thrive in a place with no water and blistering sun, what are you capable of enduring? Humans have been a part of this story for over 10,000 years. Long before the first explorers arrived, ancient cultures lived in the shadows of the arches. The Fremont people and the ancestral Puebloans left their mark on the stone. You can still find their petroglyphs and pictographs if you know where to look. They saw these arches not as tourist attractions, but as sacred landmarks. Their lives were tied to the rhythm of the seasons and the movement of the stars. What did they think when they looked through these stone windows? In the year 1923, an explorer named Frank A. Wadley began to share the beauty of this place with the world. He saw something that others had overlooked. His passion caught the attention of the government. In 1929, President Herbert Hoover designated the area as a national monument. It took many more years and many more battles to secure its future. Finally, in 1971, President Richard Nixon signed the legislation to make it a national park. History is often written in blood, but here it was written in red sand. The boundaries of the park have never been permanent. They have expanded and contracted like the lungs of a giant. Leaders like Franklin D. Roosevelt, Dwight D. Eisenhower, and Lyndon B. Johnson all had a hand in shaping its borders. Each decision was a gamble. They had to balance the need for conservation with the public's right to access. These political shifts reflect our changing relationship with nature. Are we the masters of the land, or are we its temporary guardians? Today, the park faces modern threats that the ancient people could never have imagined. Vandalism has become a scar on the face of the desert. People carve their names into rocks that have stood for millions of years. It is a desperate attempt at immortality that only proves our ignorance. But there is hope. Restoration experts are now using laser technology to repair the damage. They are cleaning away the graffiti and protecting the ancient rock art. Science is being used to heal the wounds we have inflicted on the earth. The experience of arches is one of pure adventure. You can hike through the Devil's Garden or stand beneath the massive span of landscape arch. You can feel the grit of the sand and the power of the wind, but the real transformation happens when the sun goes down. As the light fades, the park becomes a stargazer's paradise. It is one of the best places in the United States to see the Milky Way. The dark skies allow you to see back in time, to stars that burned out long ago. Standing under a sky of 1 billion stars, you realize how small we really are. The arches around you become black silhouettes against the infinite. It is a humbling experience. It forces you to confront the scale of time. We live our lives in seconds and minutes. The desert lives in eras and eons. This contrast is where the magic happens. It reminds us that our problems are temporary, but beauty is eternal. If there is a lesson to be learned from arches, it is the power of persistence. An arch does not form in a day. It is the result of millions of small actions repeated over and over. It is the rain, the wind, and the frost working together. In your own life, do you have the patience to see your goals through? Are you willing to be shaped by the elements until you become something extraordinary? The desert doesn't rush, and neither should you. As you leave the red rocks behind, remember the silence. Remember the way the light hits the stone at sunset. This place is a gift, but it is also a responsibility. It challenges us to be better ancestors for those who will follow. Will they see the arches we saw, or will they only find piles of dust? The answer depends on us. What is the most beautiful natural wonder you have ever seen? Does it make you feel small, or does it make you feel connected to something larger? We want to hear your stories in the comments below. If this journey through the desert moved you, please share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the wonders of our world.